In our journey to mastering our emotions, it's essential to grasp their true nature and role in our lives. Emotions are not mere responses to external stimuli, they are fundamental aspects of our human experience, akin to the notes in a grand symphony. To truly understand and master our emotions, we must first appreciate their essence as the music of our soul. Let's delve into this concept and explore how viewing emotions through this lens can transform our experience of them. Imagine life as a grand symphony, an intricate composition with myriad instruments playing in harmony. Each emotion you experience, joy, sorrow, anger, or tranquility, acts as a distinct note in the symphony. These notes are not isolated events, but integral parts of the melody of your existence. Just as each note contributes to the overall musical experience, so too do each of your emotions contribute to the richness and depth of your life. When we approach our emotions as if they are part of this grand symphony, we begin to see them not as problems to be fixed, but as essential elements that add depth and texture to our experiences. Each emotion, whether pleasant or challenging, plays a role in the overall composition of our life. The key is to engage with these emotions with the same sensitivity and skill that a musician brings to their instrument. Just as a musician learns to play their instrument with precision and sensitivity, we too must learn to engage with our emotions. This means recognizing and acknowledging our feelings rather than dismissing or suppressing them. When we approach our emotions with curiosity and openness, we are better able to understand their nuances and how they influence our behavior and interactions. Anger is often seen as a negative or disruptive force, something to be avoided or controlled. However, when approached with the mindset of a musician, anger can be understood as a powerful and expressive note in the symphony of life. By exploring the underlying causes of anger and its impact on our behavior, we can learn to channel it constructively rather than allowing it to create discord. Joy is a vibrant and uplifting emotion that adds a beautiful melody to our lives. By fully embracing and savoring moments of joy, we contribute to the harmony and richness of our emotional symphony. The key is to allow ourselves to fully experience and appreciate these emotions without letting them overwhelm or dictate our actions. Our emotions serve as valuable teachers, offering insights into our inner world and our responses to external events. Each emotion provides a clue about our values, desires, and needs. By paying attention to these emotional signals, we can gain an understanding of ourselves and our relationships. Feelings of sadness might indicate a need for connection, healing, or change. Rather than viewing sadness as a negative experience to be avoided, we can see it as a sign that something in our life needs attention or adjustment. Similarly, feelings of fear might reveal underlying insecurities or unresolved issues that require our attention. By adopting the perspective of an attentive musician, we can listen to these emotional signals with empathy and compassion. This approach allows us to respond to our emotions in a way that promotes growth and healing, rather than exacerbating conflict or discomfort. In our journey to master our emotions, it's essential to comprehend the intricate landscape of our inner world. Just as a skilled navigator must understand the lay of the land to chart a course, we must develop an understanding of our emotional terrain to guide ourselves effectively. This exploration involves recognizing the dynamic interplay between our thoughts, feelings, and actions, and learning to navigate these elements with wisdom and skill. Let's delve into this process and uncover the keys to mastering our inner world. Imagine your emotional landscape as a vast and varied terrain, filled with diverse elements such as mountains, valleys, rivers, and forests. Each of these features represents different aspects of your emotional experience. The mountains might symbolize intense emotions such as passion or anger, while the valleys could represent periods of low mood or sadness. Rivers might flow with feelings of joy and connection, Authorists could embody complex and intertwined emotional patterns. Understanding this landscape requires us to recognize and map out the various elements of our emotional experience. This process involves identifying the different types of emotions we encounter, their intensity, and their impact on our overall well-being. By gaining clarity about the nature of our emotional terrain, we can develop strategies to navigate it more effectively. Self-awareness is akin to having a detailed map of your emotional landscape. It allows you to identify and understand the different features of your inner world, enabling you to navigate it with greater precision. Developing self-awareness involves paying close attention to your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations, and reflecting on how they influence your behavior and interactions. Practices such as mindfulness and self-reflection can enhance self-awareness by helping you observe your emotional states without judgment. By regularly checking in with yourself and exploring your emotional experiences, you can gain valuable insights into your emotional patterns and triggers. You might notice that certain situations or people consistently evoke specific emotions, such as frustration or anxiety. By identifying these patterns, you can develop strategies to address the underlying causes and respond to these triggers in a more constructive manner. Emotional triggers are specific events or circumstances that elicit strong emotional responses. These triggers can be positive or negative, and they often activate deep-seated emotional patterns that influence our behavior. Understanding your emotional triggers is essential for mastering your inner world, as it allows you to anticipate and manage your reactions more effectively. If you find that certain comments or situations consistently trigger feelings of anger or insecurity, you can explore the underlying beliefs or past experiences that contribute to these reactions. By addressing these root causes, you can develop healthier responses and reduce the impact of these triggers on your emotional state. Recognizing emotional patterns involves identifying recurring themes in your emotional experience. These patterns might include habitual responses to stress, recurring relationship dynamics, or consistent emotional reactions to specific situations. By understanding these patterns, you can gain insights into how they shape your behavior and relationships, and develop strategies to shift these patterns in a more positive direction. Emotional resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity and adapt to changing circumstances. It involves developing the capacity to manage stress and maintain emotional balance, even in challenging situations. Building emotional resilience is a key aspect of mastering your inner world, as it enables you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and confidence. To cultivate emotional resilience, it is important to develop coping strategies that support your well-being. These strategies might include practices such as mindfulness, meditation, exercise, and social support. By incorporating these practices into your daily routine, you can build a strong foundation for managing stress and maintaining emotional balance. Additionally, developing emotional adaptability involves learning to adjust your responses to different situations and emotions. This means being open to change and willing to experiment with new ways of managing your emotions. For example, if you find that traditional coping strategies are not effective in certain situations, you might explore alternative approaches, such as creative expression or seeking professional support. Authentic emotional expression is a vital component of mastering your inner world. Expressing your emotions in a healthy and constructive manner allows you to release pent-up feelings and foster deeper connections with others. It also helps to create a sense of balance and harmony within yourself. There are various ways to express your emotions, including verbal communication, creative outlets, and physical activity. For example, talking openly with a trusted friend or therapist can help you process and understand your emotions. Engaging in creative activities, such as writing, painting, or music, can provide a therapeutic outlet for your feelings. Similarly, physical activities such as exercise or dance can help you release and channel your emotions in a positive way. It is important to find methods of emotional expression that resonate with you and align with your values and preferences. By experimenting with different approaches and paying attention to how they affect your emotional well-being, you can discover the most effective ways to express and manage your emotions. Our thought patterns play a significant role in shaping our emotional experiences. The way we interpret and respond to situations can either amplify or diminish our emotional reactions. By becoming aware of your thought patterns and their impact on your emotions, you can develop strategies to manage and transform your emotional responses. In the quest to master your emotions, achieving emotional balance is akin to finding the center of gravity that allows you to move gracefully through the challenges and joys of life. Emotional balance isn't about eliminating negative feelings or constantly being in a state of serenity, rather. It involves cultivating a harmonious relationship with your emotions, allowing you to respond to life's circumstances with wisdom and equanimity. How to integrate emotional balance into your daily life, offering practical strategies and insights to achieve this state of harmony. Emotional balance is the state of being in which you experience a sense of stability and equilibrium in your emotional life. It means being able to experience a full range of emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. Emotional balance is characterized by the ability to maintain a calm and centered state even amidst life's fluctuations. It doesn't mean you suppress or deny your emotions, rather you learn to acknowledge and process them in a healthy way. Imagine emotional balance as a well-tuned instrument. Just as a musician adjusts their instrument to produce harmonious sounds, you must tune your emotional responses to achieve balance. This involves recognizing the nuances of your emotional experiences, understanding their impact, and adjusting your responses to maintain equilibrium. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of achieving emotional balance. It involves being conscious of your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations, and understanding how they influence your behavior and interactions. Self-awareness allows you to identify emotional patterns and triggers, which are essential for managing your emotions effectively. To cultivate self-awareness, consider engaging in practices such as mindfulness and introspection. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment with openness and curiosity, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice helps you become more attuned to your emotional states and their fluctuations. Introspection, on the other hand, involves reflecting on your emotional experiences and patterns. Regularly setting aside time for self-reflection can help you gain insights into your emotional responses and identify areas for growth. Journaling can be a useful tool for introspection, allowing you to explore your thoughts and feelings in a structured way. Emotional triggers are specific situations or events that provoke strong emotional responses. Identifying these triggers is crucial for maintaining emotional balance, as it allows you to anticipate and manage your reactions more effectively. For instance, you might notice that certain interpersonal conflicts or stressful situations consistently evoke feelings of anxiety or frustration. By recognizing these triggers, you can develop strategies to address them proactively. This might involve setting boundaries, practicing stress management techniques, or seeking support from others. Understanding the patterns in your emotional responses can also help you identify underlying beliefs or past experiences that contribute to these reactions. You find that certain comments from colleagues consistently trigger feelings of insecurity. You might explore the underlying beliefs about self-worth that contribute to these reactions. By addressing these root causes, you can develop healthier responses and reduce the impact of these triggers on your emotional well-being. Emotional resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity and adapt to changing circumstances. It involves maintaining emotional stability and flexibility even in the face of challenges. Building emotional resilience is a key component of achieving emotional balance, as it allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Mindfulness helps you stay present and centered, even in challenging situations. By regularly engaging in mindfulness practices, you can enhance your ability to manage stress and maintain emotional balance. Surrounding yourself with supportive and understanding individuals can provide emotional support and encouragement during difficult times. Cultivating meaningful connections with others can enhance your resilience and overall well-being. Explore and adopt healthy coping mechanisms that support your emotional well-being. This might include practices such as exercise, creative expression, or relaxation techniques. Find activities that resonate with you and contribute to your sense of balance. Setting achievable goals and celebrating your progress can boost your confidence and resilience. Break down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps and focus on the progress you make along the way. Authentic emotional expression is a vital aspect of achieving emotional balance. It involves expressing your emotions in a healthy and constructive manner, allowing you to release pent-up feelings and foster a sense of balance within yourself. There are various ways to express your emotions, including verbal communication, creative outlets, and physical activity. For instance, talking openly with a trusted friend or therapist can help you process and understand your emotions. Creative activities, such as writing, painting, or playing music, can provide a therapeutic outlet for your feelings. Physical activities, such as exercise or dance, can help you channel and release your emotions in a positive way. Identify and challenge cognitive distortions or negative thought patterns that contribute to emotional distress. For example, if you notice yourself engaging in all or nothing thinking or catastrophizing, practice reframing these thoughts in a more balanced and constructive way. Focusing on the positive aspects of your life and expressing gratitude for the things you value can enhance your emotional well-being. Regularly acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of your life can shift your perspective and create a more uplifting emotional environment. The ability to recognize and understand your own emotions and how they influence your behavior and interactions. Developing self-awareness involves paying attention to your emotional states and reflecting on their impact. The capacity to manage your emotional responses and reactions in a way that promotes balance and well-being. Self-regulation involves practicing techniques such as mindfulness and relaxation to maintain emotional stability. The ability to understand and relate to the emotions of others. Cultivating empathy involves actively listening to others and seeking to understand their emotional experiences. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for integrating emotional balance into your daily life. These practices help you develop awareness of your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations, and cultivate a sense of presence and acceptance. In our journey towards mastering emotions, one of the most profound insights we can gain is the understanding and practice of living fully in the present moment. Embracing the present moment involves more than just paying attention to the here and now. It requires a deep shift in how we relate to our experiences, emotions, and the world around us. This segment delves into the significance of present moment awareness, explores the ways in which it can transform our emotional landscape, and offers practical guidance for integrating this practice into our daily lives. The present moment is the continuous, ever-changing now that is the only time we truly experience life. It is where all our actions, thoughts, and emotions unfold. While the concept of living in the present moment might seem abstract, it is, in essence, about aligning our awareness with the ongoing flow of life, rather than being consumed by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. When we talk about the present moment, we are referring to the immediate experience of being, where our thoughts, sensations, and feelings converge. It is where life happens, and it is through our engagement with the present moment that we can access a profound sense of clarity and connection. Understanding this can help us break free from the cycle of habitual thinking and emotional reactivity, allowing us to engage with life more fully and authentically. Many of us spend a significant portion of our time either reminiscing about the past or worrying about the future. This distraction often leads to a disconnection from the present moment, creating a gap between our experiences and our awareness. The past and future are constructs of the mind, and while they have their place, it is easy to get lost in them, missing the richness of the present. Dwelling on past events, whether they are regrets, missed opportunities, or nostalgic memories, can pull us away from the present moment. Regret about what could have been or nostalgia for what was can cloud our perception of the current reality, leading us to miss out on the opportunities and experiences that are unfolding right now. Worrying about future outcomes or setting expectations can also divert our attention from the present. Anticipating potential challenges or striving for future achievements often creates a sense of tension and urgency, which can detract from our ability to fully engage with the present moment. This preoccupation with the future can lead to anxiety and stress, undermining our emotional well-being. Our journey begins in childhood, a period characterized by formative experiences and expectations. From the moment we enter the educational system, we are set on a path of continuous preparation. The structure is familiar. Nursery school is just the prelude to kindergarten. Kindergarten leads to elementary school, and so on. Each stage is designed to prepare us for the next, creating an intricate roadmap of our developmental journey. This system of preparation is not merely about acquiring knowledge and skills, but is also a cultural script. We are taught that each level we achieve is a stepping stone toward a greater goal. Success in nursery school leads to success in kindergarten, and success in kindergarten paves the way for greater achievements in elementary school. This preparation for the next phase model instills in us a belief that each achievement is a precursor to something even more rewarding. We transition from childhood to adolescence. This conditioning continues with even greater intensity. The pressure mounts to excel academically, to engage in extracurricular activities, and to secure a place in a prestigious college. High school becomes a preparation for college, and college becomes a preparation for a successful career. This cycle of preparation creates an endless loop, where each milestone is merely a precursor to the next, more significant achievement. Upon entering the adult world, the pattern established in childhood persists, with a new set of expectations. We are told that success in our careers, promotions, and achieving financial stability are the ultimate goals. The corporate ladder becomes the new stage upon which we perform, each rung representing a step toward a more fulfilling life. However, this new game often mirrors the earlier one, with each achievement leading to new pressures and expectations. The concept of arrival becomes elusive. For many, reaching a significant milestone, such as a promotion or a major project completion, does not bring the anticipated sense of fulfillment. Instead, it often leads to new goals and higher expectations. The corporate world is structured in such a way that success is continuously redefined. Achieving one target often results in the setting of a new, more challenging goal. The cycle of preparation continues, leaving individuals with a sense of having arrived but feeling no different from where they began. We approach the later stages of life. Retirement is often presented as the ultimate reward for years of hard work. We are conditioned to believe that retirement will bring us the freedom to enjoy life fully, to travel, to pursue hobbies, and to relax. However, for many, retirement does not fulfill these promises. Instead, it can bring a sense of anticlimax, as the anticipated freedom often fails to deliver the joy and satisfaction that was promised. The reality of retirement often includes physical limitations, health concerns, and a sense of purposelessness. The years of preparation for retirement do not always align with the actual experience of it. Many retirees find themselves grappling with feelings of inadequacy and discontent, as the freedom they imagine does not match the reality they encounter. We prepare for it throughout our working lives, only to find that it does not provide the fulfillment we anticipated. The mirage of retirement, like other milestones before it, can leave us feeling as though we have been chasing an illusion. This waiting for the future can manifest in various ways. For example, individuals might look forward to a vacation, a new car, or a significant life event as sources of happiness. However, once these events occur, the promised fulfillment often falls short. The vacation ends, the new car becomes a routine possession, and the significant life event becomes part of everyday life. The anticipated joy is fleeting, and the cycle of anticipation begins anew. This cycle of waiting for future rewards can have a profound impact on our emotional well-being. It creates a sense of urgency and pressure to achieve and succeed, while simultaneously undermining our ability to enjoy the present moment. The constant focus on future goals can prevent us from fully experiencing and appreciating the richness of our current lives. The psychological impact of living in constant anticipation of the future can be significant. It can lead to feelings of anxiety, stress, and dissatisfaction. When we are conditioned to focus on future achievements, we may neglect our present needs and desires. This can result in a disconnection from our immediate experiences and a lack of fulfillment in our daily lives. The pressure to achieve future goals can also lead to burnout and exhaustion. The relentless pursuit of success and the fear of falling short can create a sense of perpetual stress. This stress can have adverse effects on our mental and physical health, contributing to a cycle of dissatisfaction and frustration. Additionally, the emphasis on future goals can erode our sense of self-worth. When our value is tied to our achievements and future promises, we may struggle with feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. This can undermine our confidence and prevent us from fully embracing and enjoying our current experiences. The cycle of preparation and anticipation creates an endless loop where each achievement leads to new goals and expectations. This loop can prevent us from ever feeling truly satisfied or fulfilled. We are constantly moving from one milestone to the next, always preparing for the next phase of life, but never fully experiencing or enjoying the present moment. This cycle can also create a sense of disillusionment and frustration. When we achieve a goal, we might expect it to bring a sense of completion and fulfillment. However, the reality is often different. The goal is achieved, but the anticipated satisfaction is fleeting. The cycle begins again with new goals and expectations, perpetuating a sense of dissatisfaction and unfulfilled desire. To break free from this cycle, it is essential to recognize the value of the present moment. By focusing on the here and now, we can cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment. This shift in perspective allows us to appreciate the richness of our current experiences and to find joy in the present rather than continually seeking it in the future. To master our emotions and overcome the illusion of future fulfillment, we must learn to embrace the present moment. This involves letting go of the constant anticipation of future rewards and focusing on the richness of our current experiences. By cultivating mindfulness and presence, we can transform our relationship with time and discover a sense of satisfaction. The human condition often finds itself trapped in a relentless chase for future rewards. This pursuit can become so ingrained in our lives that it overshadows the immediate, the now. From a young age, we are conditioned to believe that happiness, satisfaction, and fulfillment lie just beyond the horizon, always one step ahead. This endless chase creates a paradox: we are constantly moving forward, yet never truly arriving. Today, we will delve into this perpetual chase for future rewards, examining how it shapes our lives and how we can transform this cycle. Our journey begins in childhood, a formative period when we are introduced to the concept of future rewards. From the moment we enter the educational system, we are taught that our worth and success are tied to our achievements. This begins with simple milestones, such as learning to read or write, and gradually escalates to more complex goals, like academic performance and extracurricular accomplishments. Children are often praised for their achievements and encouraged to excel in various domains. This praise, while well-intentioned, reinforces the idea that success is a matter of meeting external standards and earning rewards. The focus is not on the process of learning or personal growth, but on the end results and future accomplishments. Academic success is seen as a stepping stone to college, and college success is seen as a gateway to a successful career. This creates a cycle of preparation and anticipation, where each achievement is merely a prelude to the next goal. The emphasis on future rewards becomes a driving force in our lives, shaping our aspirations and actions. Upon entering the adult world, the patterns established in childhood continue to influence our behavior. The corporate world, with its focus on promotions, salary increases, and career advancement, mirrors the educational system's emphasis on future rewards. Success in the workplace is often defined by meeting targets, achieving milestones, and climbing the corporate ladder. This focus on future rewards creates a cycle of perpetual striving. Each achievement leads to new expectations and higher goals. For example, achieving a significant sales target might lead to an increased quota, and a promotion might bring additional responsibilities and pressures. This cycle of achievement and expectation can create a sense of never fully arriving or finding contentment. The constant pressure to meet goals and exceed expectations can take a toll on mental and physical health. The chase for promotions, recognition, and financial success can overshadow personal well-being and relationships, creating a sense of imbalance and dissatisfaction. In our modern world, the pursuit of pleasure has become a central focus, often equated with the accumulation of wealth and material possessions. We are led to believe that happiness can be bought, that pleasure is a commodity to be acquired. This illusion of pleasure, driven by materialism, distorts our understanding of true contentment. Today, we will explore the fallacy of materialism and the nature of genuine pleasure, seeking to uncover the truths behind our pursuit of happiness. Materialism promotes the idea that pleasure and happiness can be purchased through the acquisition of goods and services. From luxury cars to designer clothing, the market is flooded with products that promise to enhance our lives and bring us joy. Advertising and consumer culture reinforce this belief, presenting material possessions as the key to a fulfilled and happy life. Consider the experience of acquiring a new product, whether it's the latest smartphone, a high-end fashion item, or a state-of-the-art gadget. The initial excitement of owning something new can be intense, providing a temporary boost in mood and satisfaction. However, this pleasure is often fleeting. The novelty soon wears off, and the item becomes just another possession, no longer capable of providing the same level of joy. This cycle of acquisition and temporary satisfaction illustrates the fallacy of materialism. The belief that more possessions will lead to greater happiness is based on the assumption that pleasure is a commodity to be bought and consumed. However, true fulfillment cannot be purchased or possessed. It is an internal state of being that transcends external conditions. Marketing and advertising play a significant role in perpetuating the materialistic illusion of pleasure. By creating aspirational images and messages, advertisers tap into our desires and insecurities, encouraging us to believe that happiness lies just beyond our reach, waiting to be claimed through consumption. Advertisements often present idealized lifestyles and scenarios, portraying the acquisition of certain products as a pathway to success, status, and contentment. These messages can create a sense of inadequacy and a feeling that we are missing out on something essential. The pressure to conform to these ideals can drive individuals to pursue material possessions in the hope of achieving the promised pleasure and satisfaction. The impact of advertising is not limited to individual choices. It also shapes societal norms and values. The relentless promotion of consumerism fosters a culture where material wealth is equated with success and happiness. This cultural conditioning can lead to a collective focus on external achievements and possessions, overshadowing the pursuit of inner fulfillment and well-being. True pleasure arises from a sense of connection, purpose, and alignment with our values. It is found in moments of meaningful engagement, creative expression, and deep relationships. Unlike the fleeting satisfaction of material possessions, this kind of pleasure is enduring and fulfilling. Consider the experience of spending time with loved ones, pursuing a passion, or engaging in activities that bring a sense of accomplishment. These experiences often provide a profound sense of joy and satisfaction that cannot be measured by material standards. The pleasure derived from these moments is not contingent on external factors, but is rooted in the richness of the experience itself. The pursuit of pleasure through consumption often leads to a cycle of temporary satisfaction, followed by renewed longing. As we acquire new possessions or experiences, the initial excitement gradually fades, and we find ourselves seeking the next source of pleasure. This cycle of consumption can create a sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction, as the promised fulfillment remains elusive. This pattern is driven by the belief that pleasure is a commodity to be acquired and consumed. However, this belief overlooks the fact that genuine pleasure comes from within and is not dependent on external possessions. The pursuit of material wealth and consumer goods can lead to a sense of disconnection from our true selves and a neglect of the internal sources of fulfillment. Materialism can have significant psychological effects, influencing our self-esteem, relationships, and overall well-being. The focus on external possessions and achievements can lead to a distorted sense of self-worth, where our value is tied to what we own or achieve. When our sense of identity is based on material possessions, we may experience feelings of inadequacy and insecurity when we do not measure up to societal standards. This can lead to a constant striving for more, driven by a desire to prove our worth and achieve validation. The pressure to conform to materialistic ideals can create stress and anxiety, overshadowing our ability to experience genuine pleasure and contentment. Additionally, materialism can impact our relationships, as the focus on external achievements and possessions may lead to a neglect of meaningful connections and emotional intimacy. When our value is based on material success, we may prioritize competition and comparison over collaboration and support. This can erode the quality of our relationships and diminish the sense of connection and fulfillment that comes from authentic human interactions. Mindfulness involves being fully present and engaged with our current experiences, observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, we can develop a greater appreciation for the richness of each moment and cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment. Mindfulness helps us detach from the constant pursuit of external rewards and find fulfillment in the present. Practicing gratitude involves recognizing and appreciating the positive aspects of our lives. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we can shift our perspective and cultivate a sense of abundance. Gratitude helps us acknowledge the value of our experiences and relationships, fostering a sense of fulfillment and joy. Engaging in activities that align with our passions and values can provide a profound sense of pleasure and fulfillment. Whether it's pursuing a creative endeavor, volunteering for a cause, or simply spending time on activities that bring us joy, following our passions can create a sense of purpose and meaning. This intrinsic satisfaction is not dependent on external achievements or possessions, but is rooted in our connection to our authentic selves. Cultivating and meaningful relationships with others can enhance our sense of fulfillment and joy. By nurturing connections based on mutual support, understanding, and emotional intimacy, we can create a network of relationships that provide emotional nourishment and a sense of belonging. Meaningful relationships offer a source of pleasure that transcends material possessions and contributes to our overall well-being. Our sense of self, our identity, and our emotional responses are influenced by the conditioning we undergo from the moment we are born. This conditioning shapes our understanding of who we are, how we interact with the world, and how we experience and manage our emotions. In this segment, we will explore how this conditioning creates a specific identity, its impact on our emotional lives, and how recognizing and transcending these patterns can lead to greater emotional mastery and personal freedom. We are immersed in a web of social, cultural, and familial influences that shape our identity and emotional responses. The process of socialization introduces us to a set of norms, values, and expectations that inform our behavior and self-concept. This conditioning begins in the family unit and extends to schools, communities, and the broader society. The way we are treated by caregivers, the expectations placed upon us, and the messages we receive about our worth and capabilities all contribute to the development of our self-concept. For instance, if a child is consistently praised for academic achievements but ignored for emotional expression, they may come to view their worth as tied to their performance rather than their emotional well-being. Societal norms and cultural values play a significant role in shaping our identity. In many cultures, there are specific expectations around behavior, success, and emotional expression. For example, some cultures may emphasize stoicism and self-reliance, while others may value emotional openness and community support. These cultural frameworks influence how we perceive ourselves and how we are expected to manage our emotions. Conditioning is not merely about absorbing information, but about forming deep-seated beliefs and patterns that become part of our identity. This process involves internalizing the expectations and values of our environment, leading us to develop a sense of self that is closely aligned with these external influences. Our identity is constructed from a series of roles and labels assigned to us by ourselves and others. For instance, we might identify ourselves as a success-driven individual, a caretaker, or a rebellious spirit. These labels, while seemingly benign, can profoundly influence our emotional responses and behavior. They create a framework within which we operate, often limiting our ability to experience and express our emotions